So, you clicked on a video about water streams?
Really, nigga?
Okay, I'm not gonna judge you. I did sell you the idea that it was worth your time. And it is. So we're gonna take a look at all the water stream mechanics I know you're not using so you can have an easier time following your items to your farms and storages. Okay, so I guess it's the moment for it.
Brother, what's that?
The game really looks like shit when you go from shaders to normal, right? Well, we're gonna have to do with it for today, because we can't see water properly with shaders. So we know the basics. Water flows for 8 blocks and you can keep items moving by letting them slide on ice, which is gonna keep the momentum. We also know that items float very slowly on water and float upwards super fast in bubble columns. But let's talk about the other stuff that's still a bit more technical. Let's say you're making a water stream and you just can't place a block at the end of the water to retain the water. What do you do? Whenever you want to control the water will try and flow to the nearest point where it can go down. That's why you get this blasphemous occurrence when you use a bucket near a cliff. The water wants to reach down. If it can go down, it won't spread in all directions. You can see here the water had to travel 2 blocks to go down on this side and 3 blocks to go on the other one. So it only went this way. But if I place the water where it has to travel 3 blocks in each direction, we'll see the water flow in both directions as they are both the closest direction down. But even though water checks to go 1 block down, it also checks for water on the same level as the floor level. All you need is a surface with a little bit of visible water. Usually we'll use stairs for that, as they have a little slit with water, so it's going to hold the water stream, and it doesn't spill water out to the side, because this face of the stair retains water. Now, what if you make a water stream in a tight space, and you end up with not enough room to make your water stream bend at the end? What do? When you place water, you can see which way the current goes. If you put 2 water streams perpendicularly, one water stream is gonna influence the other one. You already know about this. But did you know that you can also use waterlogged blocks to change the water's direction? Take the water stream you just made earlier, and at the end, when you need items to go sideways, you can put a stair facing away from the water stream. Now waterlog it. This now behaves as another water source and changes the flow of the water so the current bends to the side. This is very useful for this type of situation, but it's also useful for aligning items against other blocks in a tight space. New situation. Let's say you want to make your water stream go sideways over there, but you need to use these blocks to put your redstone or whatever else. What do? We're gonna shorten the water stream by 1 block by placing this trapdoor over here. Then we'll put a stair next to it, but 1 block below, just like so. We're now gonna waterlog the stair, and then we waterlog the trapdoor. And just like that, we shortened the water stream by 1 block. Our items will hit the trapdoor and get pushed to the side, and repeat the trapdoor and stair thingy every now and then to keep the items going. But what if your items do this? Well, that might be unrecoverable. But maybe it's not. The problem here is that our items gain sideways momentum from the water faster than they can reach the trapdoor to cancel the forward momentum. Most of the time, I find that using a waterlogged stair to realign the items will make the items hit the trapdoor reliably, but it might not work in your footprint in some extreme cases. I got a new problem for you. Let's say you have to create a 1x1 flowing water source for whatever reason. Do you know how to make one? Let me show you. First of all, you need to have flowing water or a water source 1 block down in diagonal. Now you need a way to make the water think it can go into that water block below. You can't use fence gates or signs because, well, now the water isn't flowing. But there are blocks that let water flow even if it's contained in a 1x1 space. Here are 2 possible solutions. Glue lichens. These have no hitbox, so they're great, but they need a block for support. Ladders are also a good solution. You do need a block for support too, and they have a small hitbox on the top, but they're not as shit to get as glue lichens, because, well, it's just wood. If you can't have a supporting block, there are candles that can work, but they have a small hitbox in the dead center, which might get items stuck on it depending on your setup. but that's how you make one by one flowing water sources for your item collection. Finally, if you need to stack items up to reduce lag, you can use this setup. Place a water source, 2 blocks away put some ice and a slab, then put water again on the other side. When you dump a bunch of items, they'll buffer over here for a second, and that will allow the game to merge a few small stacks into one big stack of items, reducing the amount of item entities in the world, and reducing lag, and improving your FPS. And that's it for WaterStream Stack. Hope you found it helpful. If so, help me by liking the video and sharing this video around.